What's going on, bro? What's good? How are you?
Looking sharp.
Swiss Army. How you been though? This is our
good.
second time running
The
this
second
back.
time.
Yeah, for the audience that doesn't know, we already did this podcast, but this guy's bro, your mic is off again.
This guy, I literally called it. One person's mic will be off the entire time.
Hey, bro, what the fuck? Hold on.
Alright, now this guy's mic was off for the second time. We're running this podcast back. Alright, now it should be.
Wait, it was off?
It was off.
Last time?
No, last time it was just a bug.
That
I don't know
was
what
my
happened.
fault last
Last
time.
time wasn't your fault. But this time it's just off.
It is.
Nah, but we're good. We're running it back. We're just talking about Chicago and traveling and stuff. But yeah. No, so let's actually dive into the podcast. There's a lot of stuff that you work on that we want to talk to you about. We talked about it last time, but let's just cover it a little bit for the audience, and then we can also talk about some other stuff, like we talked about AI last time, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as who you are, you want to introduce yourself real quick for the viewers?
Yeah, so I'm Pranshu Verma. I don't even know how to introduce myself.
Not everything you're doing right now. I mean, you said you're really interested in filming, acting, all that. So like video production, movies, and then your businesses, your content. I mean, it's hard when you do so many
It's like
different
I don't know what to
things.
say. Like
Just start with whatever.
promote.
But that question, bro, like, tell me about yourself. It's such a flawed
Yeah,
It's like,
It is,
it's
it
like
is.
I
someone
have like
says
a whole
that,
list.
how
Like,
else-
do you want me to
how else
ramble
would
for like 2 hours? Like,
I was saying, but how else do you start a podcast? Like, how else do you start with what to talk about?
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, that's the right way to
Yeah,
go. So.
yeah, it is.
But let me just, before you introduce yourself, let me tell you something that I learned about this question, because this question it's really a question you need to get perfectly spot on, because this is a moment where you sell yourself and you put yourself in huge opportunities if you just know how to tell yourself or express yourself. So the way it is, bro, it's talk about your present, past, and future. So right now, my name is Nihad Jordan. I'm a student at UT. Blah, blah, blah. Previously, previously I was a student here. I learned a lot of lessons from college. I learned in the future I'm looking to, and it's a
like
good
all-in-one
question, answer to that question.
That's solid.
Yeah.
You want to try that?
Let's try it out. All right. So, my name is Pranshu Verma. Currently, I'm a student at UTD, studying ITS, and I'm not. You said past, right?
Past, yeah.
So how do you say the past stuff? Like,
It's kind of like what you've learned in the past, some ways that you've, some lessons that you learned, maybe implementations, the way you live your life from the past. Like from the past, I've been put through a lot of things where I had to teach me discipline and stuff. So moving on to the future, I'll have a lot of business. This man, when I first heard it, I was like, whoa, like this.
in the past, I feel like I grew up at a very young age. I got old at a very young age, and then now that's gonna compound me to become a better person in the future.
Yeah,
That was probably horrible.
No, that's solid.
It
You
takes
get
practice.
better.
It takes practice.
Yeah.
But you have to be
In
like
terms
PR
of
trained.
structure, that's definitely the way.
Yeah.
It's very
Something to
important to
work
be
on.
able to like what you were talking about. This comes up every podcast, but just to be able to like convey what you're saying and to be able to get it across to other people. Because you could say like you could have a 10 out of 10 idea, but if you were not good at telling that to other people, then it won't go anywhere.
Yeah.
So that's a skill everyone has to work on, and like people, I'm very introverted, so that's something that I have to like put extra attention to. But it's like it's something that you could definitely work towards and get better at by practice. The more you talk to people and stuff. So
What do you think is the most important skill? The most important skill that someone needs?
Patience. Simple. Patience. You have to be patient for things.
Is that
in
something
life.
that you have been working on in your life?
Yeah. I feel like I've been taught patience at a very young age. So I have a martial arts background, right?
Oh, yeah.
So the one thing that like took forever to get was my black belt. Forever. Like we used to move around all over the East Coast, and we got to a point where I was about to test for black, but then we moved down here to Texas. So I had to start all over again. It's like so patience is like the number one thing. Patience and like resilience.
Yeah, that's a big one. Being able to
Resilience.
bounce back when you struggle is like the biggest thing. Just, like it's fine. It's the same thing with consistency. By the way, could you like move up a little bit just for the mic? Yeah. Sorry, no, you're good.
Your mic is off, dude.
But what I was saying is like consistency. Everyone talks about consistency of like just staying on, like doing certain things every single day. But like we're humans, we'll mess up eventually, right? It's not like we can't expect ourselves to be perfect, but the biggest thing is we got to pick ourselves back up.
Exactly.
Which is what you're talking about, being resilient. I feel like that's very big. But in terms of patience, resiliency, these are all kind of soft skills that you can't really describe in terms of like, you know, like when I'm saying like soft skills and hard skills, what do you have hard skills like Python, SQL, just give you like a bunch of examples. What do you think in today's business world, especially for you, like with the ICS major, but you also do film on the side, what do you think is a skill that you have learned that's so important for you in your career?
Relentlessness.
No, but not something like character trait, like something like video production, maybe, because you've been making a lot of content recently. I know you're really good at camera editing, all that. So something like that. Would you feel like it's more on the editing, video production side, or more on the business side?
What do you mean by like I kind of got lost there.
No, you're good. I'm just talking about like hard skills that you have picked up along your way. So like you have a business for finance. So some skills you picked up during that is probably like accounting and all this different stuff. And then with your video production, you have a bunch of different skills, editing, camera work, all this different stuff. So do you feel like you have been constantly, I guess the question is like, have you been constantly like evolving these hard skills and focusing on them to like better yourself as a person for your career?
Yeah, of course. I mean, editing is a big one, especially for like video production and everything. Like, you can go out and pay like, you know, a video editor, but if you can like edit a video in like 2 days instead of pay somebody like $100 a week, I mean, I feel like that's more of like, and you can invest $100 somewhere else. Absolutely. Like maybe like a better mic, better lights, and that's why like everybody asks me like, you make your own films, like why do you make your own films and why do you edit your own films? It's more of like, okay, I'm not gonna go out and like, you know, wait for an opportunity. I'm just gonna create my own opportunity.
Yeah. Because then you're relying on other people for what you want, and that's not something that you should do. And another thing that comes up to mind is when we had our first podcast, I told you like someone I wanted to talk to on this podcast, Alex Hermosi. He has this concept of ignorance debt, like everything that you do not know, like the debt that you pay right now to not be making $1 billion is not knowing how to make $1 billion. So basically, like the only way you could get rid of that debt and actually make progress towards your goals is by equipping yourself with the skills necessary to go and do those things. So just continuously learning every single day, and I feel like that's something that could really help you with your career and stuff. It's just constantly learning, editing, business, whatever that may be. Yeah. That's how do you feel like what's your learning process? Are you more of a hands-on person, like you were editing in the moment, or are you like watching courses or something like that, or you learn from other people?
I'm more of like a hands-on person. I mean, I've gotten to I've been editing for like since like middle school. Like I got into like multimedia at a very young age as well. So that's why I started editing like itself. But if I like have an idea for something, I watch a tutorial online, like a YouTube video, like how to do like this transition, how to do this, and that's how I like learn those skills. And also once I get to a point where I've mastered that, I'd make it my own kind of transition.
Right.
So
nice.
That's the way I learned.
Let me ask you this: if you were a business owner right now, how would you like leverage? What would you use to leverage your business to the top?
Social media.
What would the way you would go, the route you would take?
I would promote it on social media because that's primarily where everybody is right now. Everybody's on TikTok. Everybody's on Instagram.
What type of social media would you do?
Short form.
All content. Just short form.
Short form. The attention span on in this generation is it's horrible.
Yeah.
And that's how you entice them.
My only thing was, I was also talking to Nihad about this. I wanted to talk to you about this. Your content is very good, very high quality, very educational. But the only thing is that the content you're making, a lot of other people are making. And so it's very saturated. And to be able to, what you said about attention spans, the way your video is going to go viral if people are watching it for a good amount of time. And a good amount of time you would think is like a minute or no, but it's like 15 seconds could get a video very viral. And because you notice when people scroll, it's like 1 second, not even 1 second sometimes, and they'll skip past. And how saturated the space is, it's very hard to, I feel like, stand out with short form because that's what everyone else is doing. So just kind of like playing devil's advocate, just like trying to spark this debate. Do you think it really is short form content just because of how saturated it is?
Could you rephrase that question?
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like there's so many people doing short form content.
There's so many people doing the same thing. Are you trying to say like how am I just differentiating myself?
Yeah, it's so hard to stand out and get videos that go viral, I would say.
I mean, I haven't really thought about going viral. It's more of like, see, these videos, I started making these because they motivate myself. Like once I'm posting them, like like when I'm like reviewing them, I hear myself talk to basically myself. So I'm talking to myself basically. And I mean, if the message can be spread to somebody else, and it has, and like I've gotten comments where it's like, I'm 44 years old, I don't even have like a 5-year, not even like a 1-year plan. And it's more of like, I'm helping those people realize what actually like they need to do to progress in life. And it's more of like, I don't care about going viral. If I'm helping somebody, then I'm cool with that. Like,
okay. I mean,
and that's the most authentic way to go about social media.
Is. Like, if you're focused on like, you know, views, you're not gonna get views. You're just gonna be stuck. You're not gonna be happy, you know, because obviously you have
that's
to
how you get
grow.
Your happiness. So when you don't get the views, you're not
exactly. You're not gonna be motivated.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I just feel like I also have this thing of like, I want to do social media, but just because of how competitive it is, and I don't see like for example, I always bring him up, but I'm gonna bring up Iman Gadji, for example. You see a lot of his short form videos, but something that I've noticed about these big creators like Andrew Tate and all the people that go ultra famous to the point where they aren't creators anymore, they're just business people and like everyday people that just a lot of people know about. They don't have their own like Instagram accounts that they post reels on. It goes from YouTube, and then other people are making those videos for them.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
So I was thinking like, is it really worth it to make content on the short term? Because how many influencers do you see posting about their day every single day? Like days in the life. You're scrolling, you see like a billion of them, and then if you really want to stand out and create something extraordinary like Iman did, then you can't really do what everyone else is doing and just make short form videos. There's some different ways that you have to find out to stand out. And I feel like that's what he did. It's just in his time, like he picked up on all the right stuff, and that's something that we have to try to do ourselves.
One thing is like, I mean, sure, at the beginning you can mimic what they do, but I mean, as you learn, you will like learn what your own like
develop your own style.
Yeah, exactly. And so I feel like that's like where I've kind of started. I started with like, you know, being inspired by Iman Gadji, Alex Costa. Those two are the people I look up to, and I want to make content like them because they have great content. And I'm slowly starting to get my own like flow in things, and so hopefully one day I get my own like, you know, style, so people like
I feel like that's just the most important thing, because that's how you stand out. Like we all know Iman's style is like the lights in the back, the ambience, and then the editing and stuff. And it's like everyone tries to copy that, but then
you can't.
It's not. You can't. First of all, even if you fully copy it, it's like it's not yours. You're not going to stand out, because the biggest thing you said is you have to be authentic to be able to do well on social media, because people want to see you for you. They don't want to see like another Iman Gadji.
Exactly.
And I feel like that's something that Iman. I remember that's something he said himself. It's like people don't want like more Iman Gadjis in the world. Like be your own person, create your own style, and it's okay to like get inspiration from people. But at the end of the day, you have to do that yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and another thing I wanted to talk about, something we talked about last time, is like Iman's example. Like when 2016 came around, a really big thing was social media marketing, and he hopped on that early, and today he's made a lot of money off of that. And so I wanted to talk about AI, because that's something that's like, I feel like it's the social media marketing of our time, or like when I say our time, it's just like right now, AI is at its peak, and a lot of people are using AI to make a lot of money. I have friends that have created like AI applications using ChatGPT. I feel like you've used AI in your daily life. There's like huge opportunity in terms of money, software as a services, helping businesses with AI. What do you think about AI? We talked about this last time, but just I was kind of against it, so let's have this debate again. I feel like I kind of forgot it a little bit too. So
you got a lot to learn, man.
I mean, the thing with AI is, I don't think it can replace like a human doing something, but it can enhance somebody like doing something. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like it can help you get to that end goal faster, quicker, but it wouldn't fully like take over like a human being. I don't think it can.
On the other side of this debate, saying it won't be taking over people. Maybe in a few years, robots and stuff will hypothetically take people over, but realistically, living on Earth, with everyone, the dynamic of the world of everyone working for money, if robots come in and take people's jobs, they can't work for money, and it just keeps adding and adding, because AI is going to keep growing, of course. I mean, the whole dynamic of the world is going to shift in a sense of the dollar value isn't going to be as valuable as it is now, because the work is so, I don't know how to say it, but
you have to be human to do that work.
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to say?
I feel like something that I think is going to happen is when we're talking about skills. People are just going to have to be a lot more skilled because we're already experiencing this in the job market.
Oh, absolutely.
How hard is it to get an internship and a job now compared to 10 years ago? Because everything that you would need a human for, and this is how businesses save. Businesses save money by making sure operations that are handled by humans can be replaced with AI. And so they don't need to pay someone to do that, and that's how they save a lot of money in wages and a lot of different things. And so if businesses are trying to do that, that means humans will have less work out there to go for. The job market's going to be more competitive, which I feel like is both a positive for businesses. Like you said, a lot of businesses can make a lot of money off of it.
Absolutely.
But what about the people that aren't skilled enough to go and actually make a living for themselves? You can look at minimum wage jobs, like fast food workers could be replaced, but look at like higher level internships that we're trying to get as ITS majors and finance majors. Even those internships are more competitive because a lot of the work we do is being replaced by AI.
But I mean, with AI, man, at the end of the day, you just have to keep up with it because it's very new to everyone. I mean, no one had a head start on this as much as you. It's maybe same thing for 2-3 years for everybody. So just, of course, in the next 10 years, things will exponentially grow in terms of you needing to have enough skills to go about your day-to-days. Because AI, man, it elevates people at a different rate. I mean, you have so much, the perfect brain right here helping you out with any problem you need. So seriously, it's something in the next 10-15 years people will need to just be smart.
You have to use it wisely. Use it wisely.
And you need to know how to use it.
That's how you get the benefit of AI. If you use it wisely.
Absolutely. You need to use it wisely.
Because if you're stupid with it, then it's like it's gonna be stupid. Like
I mean, you need to know how to use it going into the next.
I just
years.
feel like it's very it's just gonna change the workspace and the world a lot. And I feel like just people that aren't that skilled and everyday people won't be able to make the same living that they have been for so long. It'll create a lot more poverty in the world, I feel like.
Absolutely, but I mean, on the other side of it, there's probably a lot of opportunity that comes out of AI.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's two sides.
We might not even
the
see
richer
this.
in the middle
We might
class,
not even
maybe.
see, but there may be so many AI jobs in the future. You making job. Literally AI companies are hiring you on payroll. They're paying you. It's an AI system that has generated this money through something. They hire these humans on payroll. I mean, you just don't know how the world. But I mean, it's definitely going to be a whole complete shift of the dynamic.
Yeah. Makes sense, yeah. I'm just very 50-50 about it. I use AI in my own life. I'm actually thinking about starting, I just had an idea of finding AI and different ways to use AI to help everyday local businesses, just streamlining their operations, so maybe customer service chatbots or something like that. So I'm definitely thinking about using AI and in my own life and business and making money and all that stuff.
It can do anything.
Dude, I told this last time. I have one of our I think what's it called when you're the first in your class, valedictorian?
Valedictorian.
So our valedictorian for our class actually created this AI application. I don't know if you've heard of it, TurboLearn.ai. TurboLearn.
I've heard of it.
TurboLearn.ai. It's flashcards, MCQs, and a bunch of different stuff for learning. And all you have to do is put lecture notes or a recording of a professor. It'll turn all that into studyable material for you. And I checked their LinkedIn, and I read that they have 100,000 users now.
That's honestly great. I mean,
after 6-7 months.
It's huge.
Yeah,
and they're freshmen in college. They have 100,000 users, and they got 3,000 users in a day, a couple of days ago.
And it's subscription based, right?
It's subscription based. They have a free model.
That guy's making money.
He's making hundreds of thousands of users. Maybe 20% are paid. 20,000 times $5 a month. Bro, he's making bank as a freshman in college, which is insane.
Fair play to him. He hopped on it.
That's just an example of how you use AI.
He had great marketing too, because I've heard of this, bro. I've heard so many things about
crazy marketing. They're using Gen Z marketing. So if you go to their Instagram, it's it starts with girls dancing, and it's how we got a 4.0 GPA while partying the whole time at this party school.
It's very
and then it'll turn into TurboLearn and describe what TurboLearn is. And some of the videos got 2 million views on Reels, and so those 2 million views get a lot of users, just free users that maybe go to pay later. It's just Gen Z marketing.
They're targeted at college students us.
That's how they have to do it, because what goes viral is the stuff that isn't supposed to go viral. It's
our generation, they want the easiest way to learn, while also having fun at the same time.
Yeah.
So that's a great product, honestly.
Yeah, great marketing too. I feel, but it goes back to they're the smartest people that I know of. It's someone from I don't know what high school he went to, but one of them went to valedictorian from my high school partnered with a different high school in Frisco. Also, probably the valedictorian of that high school. This isn't their first venture. They probably had a lot more before. I want to ask them to come on the pod one day too.
Valedictorians, man. Usually they would go
Very
to colleges
smart.
for school-educated stuff, not entrepreneurship.
But they're doing both, bro. One is at Northwestern, one is at Duke. I mean, like, it's just pure smartness, and then leveraging that with opportunity that we have, such as AI, and just making bank off of that, which is amazing. I feel like, yeah,
you need to take advantages of it,
or your business will just fall. Like, it's the same thing that happened to like what's it called, like Blockbuster, like the whole like streaming services like Netflix. They went like bankrupt. Like, you have to take advantage of the technology that is evolving today.
and if you don't, it's over.
And truthfully,
Exactly.
if you look at AI and you see all the circumstances of it and you don't take advantage of it, you must be crazy.
Exactly. It's like,
Because it only can help you. Like,
Yeah.
and if you try it, I mean, the reason why people probably stay away from it is just they're so intimidated by what to say to it. Like, how am I going to actually get my
yeah,
problems
I mean, you
fixed?
have this database of
What
like
to say.
artificial intelligence.
But they don't realize that
But how do
literally
you use
everything
it?
is a trained.
That's why you said
habit.
they have a major now, prompt engineering, of like learning how to use AI. Because AI is
It's
nothing if you don't know how to use it.
I think we did talk about this.
Yeah, we talked about it.
UTD, UT. I mean, all the colleges now they're
Yeah, they
like
also have
a
AI
course.
centers. I was
4-year
at-
degree
I was at Georgia
plan.
Tech. My cousin was talking about AI center that's opening up there. I heard of an AI center, like I think it's like just a place where you can go and learn more about AI, use AI and stuff.
And think
On campuses.
And yeah, with this prompt engineering degree, think of the opportunity. When you get a job, these companies, since it's new technology, they'll hire you. Since you're only some people have prompt
Might
engineering.
have to switch our major.
They'll hire you and they'll pay you good. You can work remote because you're just giving them prompts.
it's just
And you can ask AI to give you the prompts. Like, you can use AI to give you the AI. No, seriously. Seriously, bro. Like, no.
does make a good point.
Yo, ChatGPT, tell me how to use you.
I mean, no, because if you're a prompt engineer for a company and they're telling you to give you a prompt with a specific project, and like of course it's gonna be really in-depth prompt.
Yeah.
So
They don't
you
obviously
can
be more
just
complicated
you
than
have
it
to know
sounds.
how to tell AI to
Yeah.
make you that prompt, to be that prompt, to be exactly. I mean, it's seriously, if you know how to use AI perfectly, you have so much leverage in life.
For sure.
Makes sense. Yeah, another topic we were talking about last time was Gen Z. We're talking about right now like Gen Z marketing, and then we're also talking about like these people that created this amazing company, TurboLearn. There's obviously two sides to it. But what do you think about?
Yeah, let me ask you this. That's a good topic. Outside of the attention span being small, what's another Gen Z way you would market your business? Like in terms of taking the Gen Z in consideration.
I feel like just be on the social media apps.
Yeah,
like
you just gotta be active on social media. The more you promote
TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah,
you just gotta be
the more
on
you promote
there.
your stuff on those platforms, I mean, the more exposure you get from those people.
And
That's
what I'm
true.
saying is like it's different Gen Z that you're targeting to. It's like everyone has different tastes. Like,
Exactly.
but what do you think about the generation as a whole?
Where do I start, man?
Bro, I hate this generation, bro. I mean,
You hate it, you love it. You hate it and you love it.
I hate
It's hate
certain
and
parts of
love.
it. I love
Yeah.
certain parts of it.
yeah, exactly.
And I feel like it's just certain people.
People nowadays are just lazy, bro. I mean,
I mean,
just
you
lazy.
can't even blame them.
You
though.
can't
Like,
blame them, but it's just
bro,
like
our ancestors had to work hard fighting wars and stuff, and we live here on
Yeah,
TikTok every
exactly.
single day with everything given to us. Like they had to navigate. Like imagine they didn't have Google Maps, bro. If you had to come to this podcast today, like 100 years ago, you would just have to figure it out yourself.
Yeah.
You have to go to your house and get you.
Yeah.
You gotta look at the sun to see what time it is, my boy.
Right here, we're like, nah, put it in Google Maps. Oh, I'm here. Like I'm chilling.
it's
It's
true.
like,
yeah, exactly.
True.
We are very privileged in that sense, and we shouldn't what's it called? We shouldn't take advantage of that privilege that
Or
we
take
have.
it
Yeah.
for granted.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it just makes us lazy as a repercussion
Exactly.
of it, which sucks. And I feel like some people get affected by that a lot worse than other people.
But I mean, if we were parents, say we were 70 or 50, 60 right now, but we had a successful upbringing, of course, the way that our parents grew up, I mean, it was difficult, but we went up that way and we had kids in our generation. Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say, bro. Lie, bro. Nah,
How would you want your kids to live now? Is that what you're trying to say?
Nah, it was like, it's completely fucking lost.
No,
I ain't gonna lie.
you're good, bro. It
Completely
happens,
lost
it happens. No, but I don't know about this generation.
It's just, I mean, it's about the mindset. You just gotta have a great mindset, and not take things for granted. That's
what I was gonna say is I'm back.
Hell yeah.
If we were parents and we saw our kids and stuff and how easy they got it in comparison to all the parents, and we saw this, bro, and we saw maybe not our kid.
That's our parents. We would
discipline our kids better,
but our parents to us.
But that's what I'm saying. The kids around the kids that generation, they see these kids like not grateful for what they have, and the opportunity they have. Me being a parent who's done all this XYZ to come over here, man, it truthfully.
Bro, my mom says that to me like every other day. Like if I was in your position, I'd do this, I'd do that. Yeah. Half the time I think she's just but she's like, oh,
I mean, all parents do that. I mean, there's some truth to that.
But there's so much truth to that because they didn't have those opportunities at all.
Yeah, and I think we grew up.
And we do, and we don't take advantage of it. We just sit there on our phones.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think we grew up in a time where it's like we were transitioning from that old school stuff to that new school stuff. Like the maps thing. Like I remember like when we were moving states, my mom had a whole like big ass map.
I remember it too.
She was just like navigating like. I was like, what the fuck? Like, and now we just have Google like maps, like just
telling you which lane you in.
Bro, forget about
there's
that,
like traffic.
You like, bro, you don't gotta write emails no more, bro. Like, imagine how much lazier AI will make you. You don't. I don't have to sync up the cameras to the mic anymore. Like people would have to do that back in the day.
Yeah, there's like synchronization thing. Now.
I just select two things, sync sound with video, and boom, we got a whole podcast.
Funny thing about that was I found out about that very late.
Oh my god!
Like my cinematographer, he was like, you know, you can like synchronize audio. I'm like, wait, what? I've been moving like every millimeter. I was like, bro, what?
I remember you saying you did this too, bro, right?
Nah, it's just for me, I don't have the Premiere, so I can't like sync who's talking with the audio. Like Premiere Pro can do that, right? Yeah, I think that's you told us that.
I think DaVinci has that too.
I mean, I CapCut, bro. I'm broke. Use CapCut.
DaVinci's free though.
Oh, actually?
Yeah, try DaVinci.
Oh, damn, I might try it then. Yeah, but back to Generation Z.
Gen Z.
I don't know what's gonna happen with that.
Yeah,
honestly. What about the next generation? Let me ask you that. What do you think about
it's gonna be even worse.
What is next generation gonna be called?
It's gonna be even Generation
Gen A or Gen 1 or some shit. I don't know.
Bro, it's gonna be even worse than what we are, bro. And with where the world is going, I don't even think there's gonna be a next generation. I'm so convinced the world's about to end.
Let me convince you otherwise, bro.
No. I'm saying the world's about to just end. Like World War III and boom, anarchy, zombies is what I'm thinking.
You know,
40 years down the line, I don't think we're gonna be
cavemen probably were saying this.
Yeah, they probably said the same shit about us.
But you know what's dang evolution.
Okay, I have a really good topic to talk about. What we're talking about. Hold on. What we're talking. Okay, wait. You, go ahead. Go answer, and then I'm gonna tell you.
No, something. Because I got it's a thorough answer.
Okay. I'm drifting off topic a little bit. That's why I'm asking you to kind of explain. Like, it's on topic, but off topic. Let me explain what I'm talking about. I've been thinking about this so much. I don't know how to kind of describe this, but think about the world in 2000, right? We had flip phones, or like barely any iPhones.
Yeah.
Think about how old the world is. Like, take year 0 to 2000, and think of like the technological advancements in those 2000 years compared to the last 24 years. We went from flip phones to iPhones to AI to like just the world being controlled by technology. In a couple of years, what we're talking about, like robots, AI, all this shit compared with like all the political events, like wars and all this shit, I just feel like everything's about to end.
But I mean, literally, you just answered your own question for yourself. In this 24 years, we've seen so much growth from a flip phone to AI.
That's not good, bro. That's scary.
No, because
imagine
it's only going to keep
24 years. Like, we're not going to be able to control our own minds, bro. Elon is coming for our brains with Neuralink. He's coming for our minds. He already got our internet with Starlink. He already got our cars with Tesla.
No,
he's about to come for our minds, but we can't control that.
Like, let me ask you this: like, has it been bad though?
It's gonna be, bro.
But has it, like, in this 24 years,
I feel like it has. What I'm talking about, it's brought so much laziness.
It's a complete shift of dynamics that everyone just adjusts.
It's brought so much laziness, bro. Like, we don't do anything these days. We just sit there.
But that's just like it's the survival of the fittest.
It's like Mom said, bro. It's that damn phone that just ruins everything. Like,
yeah, and let me tell you this too. Exactly. This is exactly what it's the answer to your question. I've thought of this question too. Like, what the hell is gonna happen in the future?
Bro.
But because I have a younger brother, bro. He's 11, so he's prime Gen Z dumbass. Like, so bro. Like, yeah. So, like, I'm like, what is gonna happen with this guy, bro?
Don't you think you were like that too when you were 11?
Because he has so much more to his fingertip than I did when I was 11.
Okay,
Yeah, in comparison to the technology and everything. So the way I think about this, bro, is these kids, they're gonna grow up and they're not gonna be physically built because the way that they hang out compared to the way we hung out with people was in person.
Discord.
They hang out Discord on.
We talked about that last time. If you want to go up to a girl, you don't like you can just DM. Yeah, we were talking about like how you said it made Gen Z more able to talk to each other, but I was like that's not true because now we just like.
It's a
talk to each other through DMs and stuff. Like
a safer way to talk to somebody.
Like 20 years ago, if you had to go up to a girl, you couldn't like Instagram DM her. You have to go up to her.
That's evolution. That's evolution. But now it's gonna be all online hangouts, Discord and stuff.
Yeah, Discord.
It's horrible, but they're gonna really enjoy it. Like this is what
they're gonna have fun. We're gonna be like, what the hell are they doing?
And then they're gonna be living this for a long. This is my theory, bro. They're gonna be living this say 20, 30 years, and then say whenever they have kids or whenever say my little brother gets older, dude, he might like some one day he'll be like, damn, like. I'm trying to go outside. Like I'm trying to play with like these trees and shit.
It'll basically it's a
I'm trying to like go outside, like play in the woods with my friends. Like I'm trying to go run around and like you know
that's
life, bro.
And like this is like a whole new life. But, like I'm trying to be outside. Like I've been on this iPad, but like this is a whole new life. So hey friends, let's go outside. Let us, and then it's just gonna be a physical shift. And those kids, they'll be bigger again. And then after that, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
Bro,
I think it'll go back
to physical.
I just stopped thinking about the future. Like
nah, but I just with everything going on in the world, like with the wars and like everything going on, like there's new attacks on new countries every single day. So like every like person in the world that has like political figures, businessmen like Ray Dalio, all these people, they've predicted World War III. Mm-hmm. So I think about World War III, I think about technology advance, but I think about like how we're getting lazy. I just think about like everything that's happened. Like, bro, imagine how much different the world is today than 2016, 2017, 2018. Everything after COVID just changed.
Yeah.
And like I just feel like the world hasn't felt the same. Like when I go outside at night, I just look up, I see all the stars. I'm like, wait, the stars are showing up. It's like it's about to end, bro. It's just we're about to.
Sometimes you can't even see the stars.
That's horrible, though, bro.
Bro,
I mean, this is really you're looking at the glass half empty. Seriously.
I know, but I've been thinking about that so much. I don't know exactly why. I just see everything going on in the world, and I'm like, the world is fucked, and like it might just be over soon.
Don't even, bro. Don't even care.
Yeah, that's the thing.
When this question arises, like, how does Gen Z make you feel? I don't even care, bro.
Yeah, it just. I mean, you do you, but I'm just gonna do myself.
It's like, a hate love, but I don't even hate them. I'm loving what I'm doing.
That's a good way of putting it.
That makes sense.
It's about the mindset, how you like your perspective on things.
Yeah.
I say I hate Gen Z.
My boy worried, my man.
I am worried. He's like, I swear. Bro, I've been like going to the gym at like 9 p.m. every single day, right? And like my thought process every time I go outside, I'm like, oh my god, it's so nice. And then I look up, I see all the stars, I'm like, bro, God, like I feel like it's about to be over.
Bro, you definitely go to sleep nervous.
I do, bro. I'm like, I might not wake up tomorrow.
Shivers.
Actually, bro.
Bro, dead ass. Because I see everything going on in the news, and I'm like, what is happening?
Bro, it's really, truly. The answer to your question is not about Gen Z being bad, or the answer to your question about the world ending is not because of Gen Z. It's about the wars. I think it's about a bunch of different things. The wars.
No, I'm saying just the wars. I'm combining everything. I kind of hopped off that Gen Z topic. Now I'm talking about wars. I'm talking about the laziness of people. I'm talking about everything that's happening. I'm talking about technology, AI.
This is a crazy question. I want to ask both of you guys. What do you think would be the reason this world would just completely just done with?
I don't know. I feel like
war. Think about that, bro.
I think this is crazy.
I'm just living life like happy and shit, bro.
This guy came on the podcast. He's like, what the hell are these guys talking about, bro? Yo, this guy just asked me how the world's gonna end. Let me talk about my social media on here, bro.
Hey, you was talking about this.
You started this, bro. Bro, I was waiting till like I know like the world's gonna die like after I die, like. But in a few years,
bro,
what do you
I've
mean?
just been thinking about it recently so much. I thought I'd bring it up.
No, yeah, it's valid, but the one, bro, like fucking a meteor maybe.
What do you think about all the wars that are happening today?
I mean,
this question was crazy. Fuck, man, that was funny as fuck.
I mean, I'm not really like.
I just feel like there's so much like political like
there is.
Even with like the arrests and like all these different university campuses like UT, USC, all this different stuff.
Have you guys seen the diversity and inclusion offices? The Texas Greg Abbott, bro, he changed the law.
Bro, Greg Abbott
in America, any office, any business, they can't have a diversity and inclusion office anymore. They can't, like, so if a person ever feels excluded in terms of this, like, they don't have anyone to talk to. Like, they won't get this problem fixed. Like, HR won't fix this. So UTD, bro, and UT, they had to cancel, like, UT fired 21 people, and UTD had to hire, fire 10.
Bro, I don't understand this.
Lost jobs, and this is stupid.
I think it was Indiana or something like that. It was like a professor that was protesting for Palestine, and the professor has a job there, and he gets arrested for trespassing on the campus that he works at.
That's.
And it's like they say anti-Semitism as like
That's like
they're trying to defend like the people that are aggressing, which I don't understand. But like, kind of going away from like the controversy of all that topic, even though I don't believe there's a controversy, I just feel like all the war in the world and everything that's happening in all these like different countries like Iran and stuff, and like the Western powers just making it all worse by throwing all this propaganda with the media, like all this stuff just really just concerns me about like the well-being of the world. Which is why I say all this different stuff. I just look at all this stuff in the news and I'm like, what is happening? Like even there, I've been reading like on the news some of that thing. I'm like, what the fuck?
Bro, heart shambling reading the shit, right? Hey, we got the worst.
That's why, bro. Whenever like grandparents got sick and stuff, don't you see like doctors say stay off the news? Like media actually, do you not see that?
But it makes sense.
Media put out
media and news on like
watch it, you know, make something.
But it's also lies. Like there's a Joe Rogan clip of just like a bunch of different media sources, and it basically says the same thing. It's hella trippy. It's like everything is like just controlled by these media companies.
Let me ask you guys this: how do you guys think media nowadays has been corrupted? In what ways have they corrupted media?
You have the perfect example of the war.
No, I'm talking about media companies.
Media companies.
How have they corrupted? Because you see this media, it's all brainwashed. It really
you
is
have
all
the
brainwashed.
perfect example of people not talking about the war in Palestine. It's happened, like not even just Palestine, it's happened in multiple different countries. Like I think it was Somalia, a bunch of different countries around the world. Whatever's been happening, they just try to hide it. It's also like, I don't know, I just feel like they hide a lot of different things.
They just don't want to get into like the controversy. Like they don't want to get like what's it called?
Or not even that. I feel like they hide stuff because people in positions of power control these companies, and they control what they tell everyday people like us. And a lot of times they're telling us lies.
Yeah.
I feel like they lie to us a lot about the vaccine and stuff too. I have a question. What do you think about the Matrix of like what Andrew Tate says?
I mean,
it's a great question.
I feel like it's a crazy question at like some extent, but like it's valid because it's what we're talking about.
It's a beautiful question because it's like asking someone like, "What is love?" Like, there's so many different answers to it. You know, like everyone has their own
interpretation of the
Matrix.
Also, I don't know if us talking about it to like our 100 viewers might even like raise our video to get some questions on YouTube because it happens all the time. Like I don't know if you saw Nelk and Donald Trump. Whatever they talk, I mean, Donald Trump's the president, but like guys like Trump, guys like Kanye, they say whatever's on their mind. And as much as sometimes they say the wrong things, I respect them for that.
Yeah.
Because they say what's on their mind. They're not afraid. Like Biden and all these people that are afraid to talk. Like I feel like Jay-Z at one point was afraid to talk about something with like Black America and said vote for Biden or vote for something like that. I feel like people who stand up for what they believe in is very strong.
That's respectful.
But the Nelk and Trump podcast got taken down on YouTube. Like what I'm saying, these media companies, YouTube and Facebook and Meta, and like taking down these videos and censoring these channels that are promoting Palestine, all this different stuff.
Yeah,
it's all like I'm telling you, it's all controlled by someone that's like higher than Biden, higher than all these people.
They don't want to talk about
and there's no other way to like describe who they are other than what Tate says, like the Matrix. That's why I'm asking this question. Like, what do you think about that? Do you think that exists? And like, I'm not asking to like put nades out there. I'm just saying, do you think that exists? That's like a thing.
I've never really thought about this question, but I mean. The Matrix. I feel like there is like a general Matrix where it's like, okay, let me think about this.
Let me answer it.
You go first.
I think Matrix, there is, in a sense, two different components to what this Matrix is. The first one is, of course, what you said, the geopolitical, what's happening with the world and who has power, like the top people that no one knows who has power with. But I also think the Matrix it's a headspace.
Yeah.
It's going. It's a headspace.
Is that one going?
In a sense.
My fault for interrupting. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah.
It's a headspace. In a sense, whenever you kind of compound your life through the years and you get to a point where you just have that realization, like, wow, I'm financially free. Like, wow, like
I've escaped the matrix.
I'm financially free. I have a family that I can take care of, and at least my family loves me. I have people who love me. It's a headspace that you kind of like just it's the matrix. Because you can truly, when you have that realization, you can do anything.
I agree with that.
I like that answer.
Like just escaping the lives of what everyday people live, like being trapped in this 9 to 5 world.
It really all is just a realization.
But I mean, think about like I'll give an example of Kyrie. I was thinking about this, like people talking about like controlling media and stuff. We talking about like Elon controlling your brains and stuff. Like, dude, a lot of people say the vaccine was controlling your body. Kyrie has still not taken the vaccine to this day, and the one thing he loves the most in the world, basketball, he sacrificed that just because he like stood up for what he believed in, which is against this whatever you want to call it, is like controlling your. Bro? Kyrie never took the vaccine during the.
Yeah, and then
he never got to play. He never got to play. Like,
they didn't play
he was on the bench for the Nets the whole season, and for like even longer after that. He still hasn't taken it. And I just feel like stuff like the vaccine, the media and stuff, there's two sides to it. The 9 to 5, like being able to be personally, financially free, that's on the personal side. But there's also the side of the world as a whole. And as someone that's living in the world, you can't ignore the other side.
Yeah, and
this is more applicable to you. This is something that you can control. So definitely, like, this is the most important part, which is like being financially free. So you have your time freedom, location freedom, all that. But the other side is also very important.
Yeah, and I think the other side with the geopolitical, all those hierarchical stuff, it's you really truly truthfully escape the matrix if you do the personal side, the financial stuff, and also with the geopolitical stuff. It all comes from social media. If you have a social media presence, if you aren't on social media, then you've accomplished your own matrix. But the worldly matrix, you truly have.
People say there's two ways you can make influence on the world. One is money, and one is influence. Like people eyeballs on you.
Exactly.
And having a goal in life to have both of them is like the biggest thing.
Exactly.
Because you see guys like Tate, no matter how much people hate them at times, they have the most power over people our age, over other ages, just in the world. Like sometimes, I've just seen like Elon will say, Elon like has a lot of money and a lot of people on him. He'll tweet something and like about a crypto or something, it'll go off the charts like in a couple of hours.
Yeah.
So like they could actually influence the world, and having that power is to me just insane. It's something that like I want to get just a small glimpse of in my life. I don't even know if I'll ever get to like that stage, but like just a small I feel like it's just so powerful.
The influential that.
Bro, being able to control the world. Bro, I feel like Elon is a genius. That was your dream guest on the first episode, you said.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, I just feel like what he's doing is just, like, everything is in his control, though.
I don't really know much. I mean, I've heard he does a lot of
Tesla's electric cars, they can control that, turn it off, whatever. Starlink's your internet, they can control your internet, see what you're looking at every time you do a Google search, every time you're trying to do something, like check your banking or whatever, like that's connected. Every time you're putting a chip in your brain, you can basically control who you are and like your thoughts, and I don't know. Like conspiracy theories that I've read online.
Do you guys think there'll be chip insertion in the brain in the next year?
That's what Neuralink is.
I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah, but it's like you can voluntarily.
How do you think they're gonna like enforce us to do it?
They're not.
I don't think they can.
No, it's
free will.
It's
free will.
It's just a company. Like Neuralink is just like if people want it, like people. It's like there are a lot of benefits to it.
Yeah, but bro, you never know. They may structure the society to make. If you want a job, you get a drug test and you take this. You have to do this.
We'll be dead by then. Probably.
That's what I'm saying, bro. All these technological advancements like that, isn't that scary?
That's true. Yeah, you never know when it's gonna pop up.
But for our kids, isn't that scary?
No, but then a lot of people will go against it, like, oh, like, why are you like
vaccines and stuff? But then, like, majority of people.
Let me tell you this, bro. It is scary. Every day is scary, bro. But you have to realize, human nature to the root. Everyone's positive, bro. Like, you should just enforce positivity. So even through the shitty situations that the world is having right now, we're talking like there's so much positive things in our life. So it's gonna be happy. It's not to be worried about.
You just gotta be optimistic about everything. That's what it is.
Truthfully, like this is us. Evolution is humans. You can't even control we can't control the world, but us as humans, bro, we're always gonna look at things optimistically.
Exactly.
And see things.
But at the end of the day, it will all be fine. Like it will literally just be fine.
Yeah, bro. 20 years ago, people would be scared as hell. Like, what is gonna happen?
Yeah, they made a movie, didn't they, about the 2012 thing?
Probably. Yeah. Yes.
The world was ending. Everybody was like, oh my god, 2012.
They're right about it.
And
man.
even if you were born at like that time, you'd be like, bro, what is the world gonna like?
Dude, I remember watching. I was like, oh shit.
What do y'all think about what do y'all think about having kids? Like, would you want to have kids in this new time?
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
Bro,
why
in
not?
this new time.
Hey man, he goes to Chicago, man. I don't know, bro. He might have an accidental one coming on.
A lot of people say
It's
that
right now is the best time, you know.
he's going to Chicago for a shot. I don't know. Hey, we'll run it back 9 months on the line. We'll get your little kid.
Yeah, little screen.
No, that's crazy. But I was saying, a lot of people say they don't want to have kids because of how the world's changing and like everything's happening.
I mean, you can't change what people think.
After you die and you've had those experiences with your kid's gonna be in the world. So what if it's just a shit world and they don't want to like?
Yeah. If it's a shit world, you gotta set your kid up.
I don't think it's ever gonna be a shit world.
It's never gonna be a
shit world. Like,
what if at one point we're talking about? What if at one thing we're talking about like there's barely
positivity within human nature.
Listen.
Exactly.
There's barely any jobs because of AI, and if you want to get a job, you have to get like a brain implant, and like everyone's just like poor and like something like the world is like in war or something. Like your kid's living in that time.
Just be positive in that time.
I mean, seriously, like, what am I gonna do? What, like, just be. My goal is that. I mean, my goal as a father is to
positive in that
equip
time?
You just gotta, just think about like.
positivity has
my goal as a father is to equip you to be in situations where you're in like think positively.
Yeah.
Think because that's human nature. I mean, as all the problems are all in the world, bro, they can never take away the human nature, like the optimism that someone can have, the way that a brain can think.
Yeah.
How do you do that? Another topic. How do you do that? Like, how do you program yourself to like think of like the positive in different situations?
That's a good question.
That's a great question, bro. And I want to answer this first because I feel like I really learned the master of habits and how to pick up on habits, how to lose habits, and how to like retain habits and grow habits.
Yeah.
I think with habits, bro, in the beginning, you have to set expectations to be small. Don't expect you to figure this out the first day or to get it right the first time. Make this expectation, okay, I'm gonna try to do it. Okay, next expectation, okay, I'm gonna try to do it and I'm trying to get this outcome out of it. And you start, it's all, the human brain, it's all habitual, bro. You just learn. Like everything and anything you can adapt and you can learn and you can grow this part of your brain in terms of that. Bro, I could be the world's best pianist. Seriously, give it 3-4 months, but that's because it's the human nature, it's the practice of your brain. So teaching yourself start small
and just don't focus about the big goals.
What do you tell yourself?
Every single step. You can't climb a mountain by looking up there.
And stay with yourself, bro. Never compare yourself to near people around you, but of course know the end goal you want to reach.
I want to ask, like, what do you tell yourself? So, like, one thing that I've heard from someone, I forgot who, but it was that everyone's gonna have a day in their life where there is something to be sad about. Like maybe you lost someone, maybe you lost a job or something, and if that day is not today, and you're picking these small things to be just, and this is in a book that I read. Every desire that you have is a contract that you make with yourself to be unhappy until you get what you want. Which is like, if I want like this mic to be better, that's a desire I have. I'm gonna be unhappy until I want it. So less desires you have of like everyday little things of like, oh, I wish this was that way, I wish this was that way. The less you have of those, the happier you'll be. And one day, there's gonna come a day where you're gonna actually be unhappy by something because something in your life has happened. And if that day is not today, then live your life to like the most positive experience.
That's exactly what it is. You gotta be grateful about everything else around you. Just because this mic isn't good, you have a great space, great people around you.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at everybody thinks about the minor thing,
the negatives,
and the one negative would
forget to focus on the positives.
You just
you have to just kind of like, it really comes down to the saying, just look at the glass half full, glass full and empty. Because ironically, we're all in the same situation, but if I look at the glass half full, everything's beautiful.
Yeah,
you look
and
at
I feel like people would also enjoy being around you more if you look at glass half full.
Positivity attracts.
No one likes
people.
negativity.
Negativity, bro, is gross. Like it's
disgusting.
Icky.
It is disgusting.
It's
like
something you don't want to be around, bro. It's sticky. It's like a horrible. Man, it's a bad energy to be around.
Yeah.
So it's small. It starts with the smallest of habits, bro. Just everything.
Small habits.
Man, I have a mic. Like I can talk to a mic.
Crazy.
Yeah, we have it's a great mic. Like 5 years ago, this mic would have been a great mic.
Let me bring this to my religion, Islam. Man, I heard this saying. Oh my gosh, man, this was from the Prophet, bro. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was sitting at just sitting at a table with everyone. They were hungry, man. They didn't have any food. One of the people, they just bought bread, and everyone asked, like, man, like, where's the dipping sauce? Like, where is like the dipping sauce for the bread?
Why are you worried about the dipping sauce?
The problem was like, I have bread.
I have bread.
I have bread. I can eat. We've been so hungry for 9-10 hours. I don't care. I have bread.
Yeah, that's a great way of
Gratefulness.
Yeah, you have to be grateful for everything you have. Like, you should be grateful for things that you don't have as well.
Exactly.
Because that's just
you can't do that until you're grateful for
exactly.
things
Unless you're worthy for that thing.
Exactly.
Do y'all gratitude journal?
What's up?
Gratitude journal? Do y'all do that? Like just write down stuff you're grateful for, or is it more just thoughts? Like
it's really
just thoughts. Like
it's really just a worked art. Seriously, I mean, it's to the point where every day now I see everything. Because in the beginning I started it like that, but you look at it half full. Your brain will completely shift dynamics to look at things
Let me ask you: did you ever have a time in your life where it wasn't like that? Like you'd be very down, very depressed. Like to look at the negatives and everything. What was the initial key point that helped you change?
That it's easy to change. Like that change is like you can change. Like it's all just the unit that you have in your brain. Like I can seriously throw this unit away, foster a new one, and I'm gonna be a whole different system of thinking. Yeah. So it's just the ability to know that like I can change.
Negativity doesn't build anything. It doesn't. If you have a positive garden, butterflies will come to you.
Oh man,
yes. That's what the saying, spend time building your garden, not chasing butterflies.
Exactly.
Because if you chase them, you're not going to get anything.
Exactly.
Building.
That's like the
positivity.
That could also be applied to yourself as a whole, like who you are. What do you
Looking at everything in a positive manner truly changes lives.
Exactly.
Yeah. What do you think is something else, like along with on the topic of like positivity really helps like other people be more like attracted to you as a person, like not just like they want to be around you more. What do you think is like other character traits that you could have as a person, or like in personal experience that you have that you think like helps you like appeal as more like get more friends? You know what I'm saying? Like
positivity, bro, is
positivity and just patience. Like I said before, patience with people. The number one thing. And
I would say, bro, charisma. Charisma, in a sense, this is extra. Charisma is hard, bro. Charisma is one of the hardest skills to learn. This is what I've learned through all my classes. But charisma it's like just kind of like when you're with someone, bro. I mean, I know of course you guys know what charisma is, but like in a sense, like have you sat with someone, bro, and like you only sat with them 5-10 minutes, say, but they like, made you feel good, like it's about yourself. Like
a really big thing about that I've heard is like this isn't How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. It's listening to people. People want to like if people tell you about their life, that'll make them like you more because they feel like you're listening to them. That's why like there's so many examples in that book of like businessmen, like husbands, like just a bunch of different roles of like people collaborating with each other and like the relationship being very good just because there was a lot of people like or there was one person listening to that and actually like taking like just hearing them out and like what they have to say.
That's the thing I learned while getting into a relationship. You gotta listen.
That is
a lot of listening that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And it's fun too because you get to like see like she will list down every single thing and you're just like, oh wow.
But it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
It's like
it's the human nature.
Yeah.
How's that been for you? We talked about this last time, but just for the pod, like just being in a relationship.
Oh, it's great.
What's the biggest lessons that you've learned out of a relationship?
Honestly,
in terms of people.
Instead of people.
Like being good with people.
I mean, it's just more of like we said before, listening to people, being like, positive towards, I wasn't very positive like before like having a girlfriend, but like having a girlfriend, I have to be positive just like not only for myself, but for her as well. Because she's like she's a pre-PA major, so she goes through like a lot of shit and like she has like a job and shit, like she's doing hella shit. And so if I don't cater that positivity to her,
if you're not her a comfort.
Yeah, exactly. She's not gonna want me in her life.
Yeah, and so isn't it the other way around for her too?
Exactly.
Like everything that you're doing.
Exactly.
Always helps you a lot in like everything that you're doing, like your goals and stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It's back and forth.
No, that's powerful.
That's powerful.
Hey, you forgot you didn't make the sound effect this time. I was surprised you didn't do that.
I was waiting for it too. I was waiting for it too. I was like,
we always silent and then we were just waiting for it.
No, that was actually inspirational. That was.
Yeah. No, this has been a great conversation.
Bro, mastering people truly is an art that you can excel
the most
yourself.
important one,
Most
too.
important.
It's not mastering. I feel like it's more understanding people. Mastering people is like, oh, you're towering over.
Okay, you're right.
But that's also
understanding
something that you use to your
mastering
advantage.
communication.
Mastering the art of, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's the most important one out of everything. Like, you could have, like, what we're talking about, like, building a personal brand, have a lot of money, have everything, but if you can control, like, not control, but, like, just make people around you, like, happy to be around you. That's why you see, like, Drake, like, he's at the same team since he started.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you see Iman Gaji, like, his team is, like, just like a family. Like, they work together.
Yeah.
And that's because who they are. Like, their character traits, Drake's character traits, Iman's character traits. And when you build yourself to be the person where other people can be around you and function, like, really create something great, then that's when you can have, like, what Drake has and what Iman has and be someone of influence. It's like just being able to control and, like, communicate with people around you in, like, a good way. Just, like, make them happy and just have, like, good people around you. I feel like that's so important.
Positivity is huge.
No, yeah, it's very important, especially in, like, film and stuff. The director of the film, like, you want to work with them.
Yeah.
Like,
you have to be inspired by them.
Exactly. One of my best friends, Yajat, he is the director. He's known as the director guy in our, like, friend group. And he's the guy who's, like, you know, very ambitious, like, heads up, you know, like, very positive person as well. He, right now, we're working on a Batman-inspired film.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Holy
so
crap.
he's, like, relentlessly putting effort in. Like, after this, like, podcast, I have to go, like, I have a meeting with him.
Oh, I saw it.
So, it's just, and we've been best friends for, like, 7 years, so it's, like,
Nice.
Damn.
I know people say don't work with your best friend, but if your best friend is, like, that positive, like, you know, influence, and also, like, cares about your career as well,
I think it comes down to who, like, people are and, like, how much they care about you. Like, you could work with family. Like, people say don't get involved with family and business. Family,
It's just
friends,
yeah.
best friends. It's just if people are just, they don't have the best interest for you and they're just like that, they care about themselves, then no matter if they're family, they're your best friend, or they're some random person you met on the street, it's just not going to work out. But if if someone is the sort of person that just goes out of their way to care about you and, like, you know they're a good person, then you can work with anyone, whether that be your brother or, like, someone random.
Yeah, that's who Yajad is for me. Like,
That's
he's very
powerful.
selfless, and I aspire to be at that level of selflessness,
powerful.
like him. Interrogator.
Yeah. No, I do it. Tell us everything about you, bro. Where do you live?
Please, bro.
Where do you
Social
live, bro?
Security, all that.
Yeah, what's your SSN, just for the people out there?
Oh, it's a 23513. Figure out the rest. Those are all fake numbers.
Hey, if y'all want my SSN,
It's my phone number.
subscribe to the channel, leave a like to the video, and
10K likes, so put his SSN in
follow
the
us
chat.
on Instagram and DM me and Nihan, and we'll both give your, like, personal SSNs if y'all do all
Facts.
that.
Hey, we'll sell a course with it too. You
Yeah.
gotta buy the course before you get the SSN.
We'll teach y'all how to make your own podcast for
You're
$10,000.
writing a book, right?
Huh?
Writing a book?
Writing a book?
Or something. I don't know. I don't know. I
scared of him.
I thought you were writing a book, or like you were like working on something. I saw in your story.
Hey, I've been working
writing a
on
book,
what story?
On your Instagram story, dude. I don't know.
No,
If
it
we,
wasn't me,
What's
bro.
like what's a
I'm not
goal?
philosophical enough to write a book right now.
or like you were working on a course. I remember you were doing something. I don't know.
I'll be doing a lot of courses. What were you gonna ask?
That's no.
I'm talking on
the
random
topic of making a book, bro. My goal, bro, like life end
Write a
goal, is to write an autobiography, bro,
Ooh.
about myself. And I feel like because, bro, we're like 19, 20, bro. Our brains are too hyper to do this shit, so I can't even fathom me
there's no
sitting
way.
out writing a book. But I know when we're like 50, 60,
Yeah, we'll have time.
when we have a lot of
You know
bloody
what?
time and all that, bro.
We'll have AI too.
Yeah, even with that, we'll be old, bro.
Take
so
your
it's like-
NeuroChick link, put in AI, and write a book.
Nah, dead ass picture.
Yo, high key, that is one of
That
the.
might happen, bro.
You hit Elon up. He'll get you right.
I would make a movie.
You think they could match
Oh my
science?
god, a movie about your life.
I'd make a movie.
Bro, I always
Oh,
think
yeah,
about.
you
You know what I
should
think
make
about?
a
You know what I
movie,
think about? You know what I think about? It's like pretend like there's a documentary being created about your life, and then like people with like cameras like following you around, and like imagine what it would be like to watch someone like amazing, like Muhammad Ali or someone
Yeah.
great's documentary, and they're just sitting around doing nothing with
Honestly,
their lives. Think about that as like a
ideally,
mindset training to like
I would want to
motivate
die.
yourself.
I would want to die watching my movie. Like right before I die, I want to watch that movie.
I
what
think
is
I
that
just
how you
came in
die?
with the greatest question, bro. If you want to, when you're gonna die, would you rather create an autobiography book or a movie about yourself?
Ooh.
I mean, because you guys say movie, I would say book because
There's a lot more you can write.
the reason why I want to do a book is because it's slow. Like I want to just like
That is true.
take it slow. Because at the end of the day, like this is a whole summary of my life. I want to be able to like marinate all the things and really
start
feel
off like maybe with a book. And
No,
then
you can't do both.
You can't
The
do
question
both.
is, you gotta choose one.
I mean,
I would choose.
I'm a visual guy.
You're a
I love movies, so
it suits you, bro.
I mean, I don't know.
I'd love to watch
I
like
I want to write a book in my life. Like I feel like a lot of people that are entrepreneurs, like podcasters, they just write a book like, at some point. Like Dario CEO is a huge podcaster. He has his own book. I forgot what it's called, but I want to write a book in my life. I don't know if I want to write an autobiography.
Yeah,
I want to write
book,
about
not
something, just something like self-help, like in terms of like helping other people. Like Patrick Bet-David, your next 5 moods. Your next 5
released one,
moves.
right?
Choose Your Enemies Wisely.
Yeah.
Both those books are amazing books. I bought them myself. Amazing books. And look at PBD, bro. He's a podcaster. He's a businessman. Basically, what we want to
Bro,
be.
he's different, bro.
He doesn't put lines to anything. He's like everything. Like he's just a guy that's living his life, creating, inspiring other people, and making a lot of money at the same time. And he wrote a book. That's the sort of book I want to write in my life. And then I want to like probably like imagine a movie about PBD, like everything that he's done, his family, all that, bro. I'd watch that. 100%.
That's definitely an
So if I had to choose both, not an autobiography, but like a book about something, like Choose Your Enemies Wisely or something like that, and then like a movie at the end of my life, I would feel like that'd be like the combo.
Self-help book, yeah.
That'd be nice, bro. Just watching.
That truly is a good goal, bro. I mean, it's just a goal to set for yourself to just work an aspirational life.
What you were asking me about the book, writing a book and stuff, I feel like all 3 of us share this habit. Is like we just always are doing something.
Yeah.
Like whether it's like school, this podcast,
you can't stay still, bro.
YouTube channel, Instagram, your business.
Always trying to excel.
You know, half the time that might not work. Might be a horrible idea.
Who cares? You're learning something.
Try it, learn it, and move on. And if it's not that, then you're actually like sticking with it, and it's something. And that's how you find the thing that's like right for you.
Yeah.
It's just trying everything.
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah.
And that's
Because the things that are wrong for you won't work.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Man, I think the one thing that when you're young you should try to master, bro, is looking at a loss as a W. Because I mean that
master failure.
Yeah, because I mean, as much as a loss comes, it's hard, bro. It's gonna be hard, but always go into it like this is a win.
Failures teach you more than your wins do.
Exactly.
Oh, absolutely.
That's huge. Yeah, I feel like for me, like I always be working on like something random. So like when you brought up like writing a book, I thought for a second I was writing a book.
That's good, bro.
I just start something.
That's so ugly. They're gonna write a book.
You probably would be the one, like out of everybody here. You would probably be the guy to write a book.
I'd like just start something and then leave it halfway too if I don't like it. Like that's how I like. That's how I.
You like leaving things halfway?
I don't like leaving things halfway. I like trying everything, and if I don't enjoy that thing, then I will like.
But you
I
know
don't mind. If I'm enjoying something and I feel like it's working out, then I would never quit on that. Like I don't have a quitter's
I do
mentality.
the same thing, bro. I think it's just kind of even kind of like doing something, but I just go halfway. But I don't know. I don't take that too personal, bro. I really think we're young, bro. Our brains are like moving left and right. We can't speak right.
You're not gonna be in the frame.
Oh, bad.
Because if you're too close.
It's just like our brains are so like moving around. We're trying to think. We're thinking of so many different ideas, but we don't have like the actual brain development to like really be disciplined with like whatever.
Yeah.
So I think the best thing, bro, what I'm going is I'm a huge thinker, bro. Like I just whatever I think, bro, I have a thinking thing. Like whatever I think, I just write it down.
You write it down?
It's important.
That's good.
The craziest, like the tiniest of thoughts, bro. Like I'll pull out some shit right now, bro. I haven't.
What do you write down on notes?
Literally, it's just called my thoughts, bro. Like
you can write anywhere. You can write.
Don't aim to be happy. Aim to be proud.
You write a book, bro. I'm telling you.
You should write a book. You should write a book.
But yeah,
you should write a book.
I mean, it's just all comes with brain development
right now.
Slowing down, like when your brain slows down.
Right now, we haven't done nothing.
Bro. We're not wise at all.
Nah, not even.
And that's the one thing I like.
Bro, I don't even think 10 years down the line we're gonna be wise enough.
Hell nah.
We gotta wait, like, just experience life.
We're not gonna accept ourselves to be wise enough to write a book.
Exactly, and that's one thing I thought about, like when I started that like new YouTube channel. Like, am I wise enough to start motivating people? That's like the one thing, like.
But YouTube, bro, is such a beautiful thing because there's so many young people doing it.
Exactly.
Too. But a book, the credibility with a book.
Exactly, but the thing was like.
Bro, look at Iman Gadji. You get to see his entire life documented.
Yeah.
I was watching a video back in the day of him, like, you see him, like, live this lavish lifestyle now with, like, girls around him.
But nobody knows what it was before.
Bro, I watched this video yesterday. It was, like, 6-7 years ago. It was him, like, he started recording, came from the grocery store at 9 a.m., started, like, showing, like, everything he was eating. Then he would go into, like, his little room in his little apartment with his laptop, show his work. He worked, like, 8 hours a day, talk about how he went on a walk, how he went to the gym and stuff. Like, that every single day. And at the end of the video he was like, every single day, this is how boring it is. For years and years and years and years and years.
Like,
and then you get to live the life that you want to live.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
It's so boring. But
Alright, we gonna finish this with this last question, bro. What small steps could listeners take to contribute to a positive change in the world with what we've discussed today?
what small steps? Got me thinking, bro.
Bro, I actually wanted to talk about something else too.
Like what?
I was just thinking about, we were talking about this before we talk about that. I don't know if you remember. I just wanted to talk about traveling, bro, because I feel like over here we were talking about this in the elevator. We're both travelers. You love the airport experience. You've been to New York, Chicago. You're about to go right now. I just like, because I don't know, this just came to mind when we were talking about autobiographies and our books and stuff. Because business success aside, personal, all this other stuff aside, I feel like the most important thing to me in my life is being able to see the world and like everything that the world has to offer. There are some of the most amazing like sights to see in the world. And as someone who loves the airport experience, traveling and stuff, my biggest thing is to have something like remote for myself where I could just make money in my 20s without like any time or anything, have something like that, and then just travel the world and see the world and share that with the world, like inspire people through that. That's like my biggest thing. So I wanted to talk to you guys about like traveling, but also like, what do you think, like you live one life. Yeah. What do you think your life's purpose? Like obviously you won't have a right answer, right? Because we're 19, 20, 18. What do you think like you want it to be? That was my two different
purposes in life.
Yeah, we could talk about the purpose. We don't have to. I was just talking about, for me, it's like
traveling to purpose. Honestly.
Yeah, I guess we could talk about the purpose. For me, it's like traveling and seeing the world and everything that the world has created. Like I want to do that in my life. I have one life. I want to see every corner of the world.
That's great.
So like, what about your purposes? It could be traveling.
I feel like my purpose in life is just to entertain people. Entertain people, and entertaining is like a broad term. Entertaining.
It is.
It's like I can motivate people, make people laugh, make people really sad, like through movies, obviously. Motivated. I think I said motivated, right?
Yeah.
Motivated, like through like.
This guy gonna be Shah Rukh Khan, bro.
Hey, one day, bro.
You wanna lead with emotion.
Lead with emotion.
So kind of leave. Just kind of act with emotion to make people feel emotion.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, that's bro. I think what would like be a purposeful life for me, bro, is having people and being around people who love me and I love them, bro. Like just
that's a good
family.
One.
Having family, seriously, just blood family, not even family, bro, but just people who genuinely. I mean, of course, family, bro.
Friends, family,
even friends, like who just like who
valuable people around you.
Being around just people all the time, bro. That's great.
That's powerful.
I mean, I feel like there's a lot of like great answers. Like, there's no like one specific thing. Like, people like will know you as like they'll know you as like a caring father, a caring, a great friend, an entertainer, or like an author, or like it can be anything.
It can be anything, bro.
Yeah.
But I mean, this shit, we'll come on back on the podcast when we're like 65, bro. We'll answer.
Bro, you gotta keep this shit going until 65.
We're gonna have like 5 kids.
No, there's gonna be a whole table around
65, bro. We not kids gonna be in school and shit, bro.
I'm gonna be on a beach in fucking somewhere.
Beach in fucking.
I ain't doing this podcast. You
saying that, but you have to realize,
you
bro.
kind of have to.
At 65.
I'm saying this now, bro. Realistically. I'm saying this, but I'm gonna be adamant about it. We're gonna be millionaires by 30. We'll have 30. We'll be financially free by 36, 37, and that's pushing it, bro. I in my opinion, that's pushing it.
Yeah,
we'll have it way ahead, bro, and we'll have realistically, bro. I don't even I fucking think like 26, 27, 28, bro, 29, 30, like just that.
It's just right here.
Because
right
we have so much people, like we have so much people advantage that people who are 19 never in the world ever had, ever. So we have so much stuff we can leverage, bro. And I guarantee you, people who were 19, say 10 years back, bro, they did not know the shit we knew. They did not have ways of life, and they didn't have the technology that we have now to excel, bro. So we have a lot of stuff. That's why I'm saying 26, 25. That's when I feel like I'll figure it out. I'll find out with AI, bro. It has all the AI has never been seen, bro.
Back to AI.
No, our conversations
really
are so
is
like
back to
connected
AI,
to
bro.
each other.
Yeah.
But I
we talk
think
about.
like being financially free, 26, 27, all will be helped with AI, bro.
Yeah,
It will.
Because AI has never been seen. AI has every answer you need, as specific as you need for any task, bro. We'll, like, as long as you know how to use it right, bro, we'll be huge.
Yeah. All right. Back to
No,
my last
fact.
question.
Yeah, I want to go back to your question.
Yeah.
Can you answer? Say it again.
It was, what are small steps that someone could take today to change their life? Right?
Yeah.
Fail. Just fail.
Fail.
So
Literally,
I
that
mean,
is, like,
rephrase that though. Try something. and
Try
then
something,
It's okay to
and if you fail, who cares? Try something else, or just keep doing that until you stop.
If you're
failing.
passionate about it, keep trying it.
If you're
not,
passionate
try
about
to
it,
find something else.
exactly.
That's powerful.
That's powerful.
Just
bro.
learn how to fail, and learn how to be patient.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
learn how to fail, learn to be patient, learn how to bounce back. Resilience.
That was
Resilience.
Resilience is
There's so
huge.
many like great words.
Resilience is huge, bro, because inevitably you're right, bro. Human nature, we're all bound to just have that one moment. Damn, like I've failed. Like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing
pick
correctly.
yourself back up,
I
so-
had
Pick
that
yourself
moment.
back up.
One moment I remember, I failed my first black belt test. Like, not my first, like, yeah, my first like actual black belt test. Like after many years of waiting, like first black belt test, I couldn't break a board. That's the only reason. Dude, that crushed me. That literally crushed me. And I have a whole like documentary like on YouTube about like my entire journey in martial arts. But yeah, that crushed me because I heard like my instructor in the back. He's like, "Yeah, he didn't make it." I was like, "What?
Yeah,
What are my parents gonna think? What are like all these emotions going through my head?" And just brush it off. And now I'm a 4th-degree black belt. I used to teach kids, and it'll always end up better than you ever thought it would be.
No, that's powerful.
That is powerful, bro.
That's why like I love like my martial arts story, because it's just
No, there was a video that I used to watch with my mom when I was a kid. It used to be like on our TV. It was just all like these famous people like Messi, Jordan, all these like amazing athletes, people of influence. Oprah was on there, and it's just like showing their failures in life.
Yeah.
Like you won't believe. I think I don't know if I'm wrong, but one of them might have been Jordan got cut from his high school basketball team. Imagine Michael Jordan. I don't know if it's true, but if it is, imagine.
Yeah.
That's what
And
I
there
heard,
was so
too.
many more of that like it's like you gotta pick yourself back up, and that's what creates
gotta be
greatness.
a fighter.
It's the failure that creates the greatness. Because you learn from it.
failure. I mean, let me
It's the
close
failures that create greatness.
It's the failures that create a fighter. It's the failures that create a fighter to achieve greatness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's powerful. I feel like we should enough on
Yeah.
that. Thank you for coming on, bro.
No,
This was
thank you
great.
guys for having me.
bro.
Part 2,
Alright,
sorry
part two.
about that. But
Part 2, we're 65. Good about 55 more years. We're gonna be there.
this was better than the last time we filmed too.
Hell
So
yeah.
thank you for coming on.
More
Yeah.